Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a bonus video because I can't believe Blizzard. Like what they do all the time, how tone deaf they seem to be, how much they like to shoot themselves in the foot is just amazing because a new survey has come out and it has just gotten people up in arms because they're blaming me. They're blaming me or all content creators or family, friends, all sorts of people for, well, maybe the possible failure so far of the Battlegrounds Season Pass. We're going to go into that. It's just ridiculous. It's insane. And you know what else is insane? How close we are to 58,000 subs when we hit that. We're going to have a new giveaway on our road to 60K. I know I'm a broken record, but I want to get that giveaway going, hook you guys up with some stuff. Because, yes, this whole thing is just silly. Anyways, let's go into it. So it first emerged. This whole thing emerged. You might have gotten an email from Blizzard. They put out these surveys. It's a common thing that they do this, although sometimes the optics of these are just awful. And this was posted on the Hearthstone subreddit where a person received this and they were asked, you said you haven't purchased the Battleground Season Pass yet. Which of the following best describe why you haven't? Please select all that apply. And this, by the way, this order here is a random, so it's not like they asked this one immediately. I've seen other people post the question. It's randomly put out, but it's funny to see on this one that the first one says, I've heard bad things about it from streamers and or content creators. It is not selling because of me or other content creators like It's Ben and other people have kind of spoken up against it, saying they don't like the paywall. The fact that the Battlegrounds thing is paywalled. If you want to get the advantage of 4 heroes, you must spend money or runestones, which you have to buy with money, so money, quit the semantics, to unlock that advantage. It is 100% paywalled. But again, we'll go into that a bit more in a sec. But yes, the streamers and our content creators, it asks, I don't like the cosmetic offerings. That's fair. For a lot of them, they are pretty lackluster. I don't want to like poop on the artists because I love the artwork and all the stuff in Hearthstone, but to me, a lot of the Battleground stuff just kind of blends together. The animated stuff's pretty cool. The finishers or strikes, whatever they call it, are pretty cool. But at the end of the day, I feel like the cosmetics in Battlegrounds are lacking in comparison to regular Hearthstone or even Mercenaries has really cool animated tokens or mercenaries and all that stuff. I've heard bad things about it from forums and articles. Again, deflecting to bad things you've heard about, not the product itself. I don't like the changes made from perks. This is the contentious one, by the way, we'll talk about, because when I read this, I'm just like, oh, I can't buy it with gold anymore, or I have to use runestones, or I guess you could imply the pay to win aspect could be lumped in here, but it's vague, right? Everything else here is specific. This is kind of vague because perks entails a lot of different things. And I get a lot of people when they read this and read this, they don't even think that the pay to win advantage thing is listed as an option here, or runestones or any of that. Also, I don't find enough value in the season pass. It's fair to ask that question. I've heard bad things about it from friends and family. Are your friends and family shit talking the Hearthstone Battle Pass? Are they to blame why you're not buying it? What a weird one. That's out there. I don't want to support this game or company. It's kind of crazy that a gaming company would ask this question. Also, if they don't want to support this gaming company, why are they answering the survey? Why are they taking their time out to answer the survey? Really weird. I didn't realize there was a new season pass. Sure, maybe their advertising's not good enough. I don't want to spend that much. That's fair as well. You all know for me, it's the pay to win advantage. Why I won't get it. I would buy it 100% otherwise. I would gift it to people. I would do giveaways based around it if it was excluded, but as it stands, I can't get around it. And when I read this, it's like they're not even talking about the issue. It's like they're deflecting all sorts of ways onto other people, and that's the way it kind of has been taken on Reddit, or not on Reddit, on Twitter. A lot of top content creators and other people have talked about it. RDU's said here, survey sent out to people who didn't buy the BG Pass. By the way, RDU, top Battlegrounds content creator on both Twitch, YouTube, awesome guy, check him out. Is Blizzard trying to blame streamers, content creators, or am I reading too much into this? Seems like a wild survey either way. I don't think they're trying to blame. I know I put that in the title because it's funny, but it's just like they want to know, but it's just a weird optic thing, and they know this is going to get out. And that was communicated here by Garrett. Garrett, who is I believe a co-host of like Coin Conceit podcast or the Angry Chicken podcast, whichever one Ridiculous Hat is in. Oh wait, Ridiculous Hat is in every podcast in Hearthstone history except for I think mine, which is coming back next week, but he'll probably be a guest at anyways, one of those podcasts. He said Hearthstone you seem to be deflecting a bit here. I don't think of surveys as marketing materials, but stuff like this is going to get shares. Be mindful of your survey copy. This reads like a reaching blame game. And Slissa also chimed in here. She hasn't talked a lot about the Battlegrounds stuff, or at least the past. She's also another top Battlegrounds content creator on Twitch and YouTube. Again, check her out as well. She is awesome. She said, who TF wrote the survey? Is it real? They literally left out what people complained about most: 4 heroes being behind a paywall. I haven't spoken much about the BG Pass, but this survey pisses me off for numerous reasons, assuming it's real. So again, this whole thing of I don't like the perks, Slissa doesn't even seem to realize that. Maybe it's implying that. The reason I'm saying that, by the way, is Nicholas Deck Weiss, who works for Blizzard here, said to RDU, you're reading too much into it. They're just asking questions. And then he was asked, like, well, people aren't asked about the monetization, and he explicitly states it's option 4, where I say it's vague. It doesn't, like, everything else is super clear, but that comment is vague, right? So I just don't get that reasoning. I feel like it's poorly worded at the very best. It's poorly worded. So anyway, Slissa continues to say, I need to see the whole survey before I judge. From what I see in the screenshot, I feel that I would have been given an F for this in school, as it's super leading and leaves out real problems, which then leads to the wrong solutions. Poor market research is bad for everyone. So many options to say I've heard bad things about from X, like they're trying to figure out someone else to blame and not themselves for the 2-4 hero thing, right? And like the runestones, you could talk about runestones, and a lot of people I've talked to, you guys have let me know that like runestones for you and a lot of you just make it so you don't want to buy anything in the game. It's just gross, it feels wrong, and you know it's kind of predatory in nature. It just, there's no way around it. Runestones don't make the game better, and a lot of people have that feeling too. And just to lump it all in one like thing, made changes from perks, which can be a bunch of things. It's just, I feel it's a little crummy because you're being so clear with everything else, right? And we're getting the whole vibe of just how out of touch Blizzard is. How out of touch when they're asking questions, looking for answers they want, rather than going for the actual truth, right? The real truth. And the majority of the comments I've read over all the social media, everything I hear more than anything is people do not like a competitive advantage being 100% paywalled. There's even Overwatch 2. They have their battle pass coming out, which there's some controversy over, that's going to paywall heroes in their battle pass, but it's temporary. You can unlock those heroes later in the free track, and even there people are really pissed off, and I think rightfully so. It's a frustrating thing. It is a pay to win advantage, but at least it's not 100% paywall like this is. No matter how much you play Battlegrounds, you cannot unlock the ability to get extra heroes, and it's just like they do not want to hear that criticism. And I do think it's also really funny. Regis noted he took the survey. He was responding to me in Sun Glitter. I said, you need some tea for Tavern Tea or whatever, or I think it's Tavern Tea, where he said he took the survey, and it's very real. And the funniest part for him, at the end, it asks if you're willing to do a Zoom call with them, and the payment for your time is 20 packs. You know, packs that BG players definitely use, right? Like, why not reward them with the season pass? How about that? You know, no, they gotta buy that. So it's just like another example of Blizzard just being tone deaf, being just ridiculous. And it's just like, I don't know who they got hired up there in those suits. They seem very different than the dev team that seems to take our feedback and change cards and do all these cool things for the game over time, of course, and try and improve the game based on our feedback. And this is like, these questions here are like, please tell us the answers we want to hear. That's how it comes off to me. I'm curious how you guys feel about it. I think it's baffling, and I guess it's my fault that the Battleground Season Pass hasn't been selling. All the streamers and content creators, and also your family. It's your family's fault. Blame them. You know, it's just a bizarre one. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day, and stay salty, my friends.